What's going on, everybody? Thanks again for tuning into my YouTube channel. I'm Stephanie James, and this is the Journey to 40. So today I want to talk about one of the most beautiful human experiences that I've had during my travels, and that happened to take place in Quito, Ecuador. So Quito was actually the first country that I went to when I got accepted into the program that I told you guys about. It was the very first place that I lived. And so I'm just getting acclimated to the environment. Ecuadorians are by nature a very suspicious people. So they don't typically trust very easily. They side-eye you a lot. They're not mean, they're just very suspicious of like who you are, what your intentions are, and they kind of keep to themselves initially. And so I was keeping to myself as well, just trying to understand and learn and respect the culture. And I would go for a run every single morning. And every single morning I would run past the plantain lady. So this plantain lady, she sold plantains with cheese on top, and then she would be grilling them on the sidewalk. But they were so good. She was very sweet. Next to her was a little girl, a little baby. She was probably about 2 or 3 years old, and she was just bored. She was just bored often. She would help her mom with the plantains sometimes here and there, but you could tell that she just wanted something more to do. And so every day I would run past them and I would wave and say hello. Sometimes I would stop and get a plantain. And one of the days, so a fun thing, or not fun thing, but a fun fact about Ecuador is that the import tax is actually very high there. And so just a normal Barbie, a baby doll, G.I. Joe, any of the toys are so like inexorbitantly high, like very expensive. Like a Barbie doll is like $75, something crazy. And so the kids don't really have a lot of toys for that reason, because the import tax is so high. And so one day I went to the toy store. I was in the mall and I thought about the little girl and I wanted to get her a baby doll. I was trying to find her a baby doll that was brown, because she was a little brown girl, and I wanted to get her a doll that looked like her. But at the time they didn't have any, and so I got her a baby doll. And I didn't know how her mom was going to receive it, right? Because sometimes people are thankful, like, hey, thank you for thinking of us, thank you for getting this for my daughter. And other times pride gets in the way, or also it's just like, hey, who do you think you are, right? Like doing this. And so I didn't know what the response was going to be, but I did know that I wanted to give the little girl something to play with day in and day out while she was helping her mom with the plantains. So the next day comes, I got the baby doll, going on my run, and I stop at the plantain place and I talk to the lady in my broken Spanglish. I was like, hey, I got your daughter a doll baby and I would love for her to have it. And I was like, is that okay with you? And I think that's really important to always check in to see how people feel like when you're giving and they're receiving. You're putting them in a space of vulnerability. You're putting them in a space. You want to let them make the decision, make the choice. So the mom was like, yeah, absolutely, like no problem. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is great. So I talked to the little girl and I'm like, hey, I have a surprise for you. And I show her the baby doll box and she's like, open it, like hurry up. And so I'm like, okay. So I opened up the baby and she was just so happy. She was so happy about her little baby doll. She was so thankful. I have a picture of us together that I'll share. But that was literally like one of my favorite human moments during my travels, and I have so many more. The sheer joy of just like getting a baby doll, and I remember that when I was a kid, like how fun it is to have a baby doll of your own. And so a small thing, I didn't change their whole life, I didn't change their whole world, but I made them smile in that moment. And that's really what life is about sometimes, is the most human interactions are the smallest things, the most small, minute, detailed ways to make somebody's day bright. And that small little thing resonates and sticks with people longer than we think. So what can you do today to make somebody smile wherever you are? So anyway, thank you guys for coming on this journey to 40 with me. Love you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.